What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 23 and we start this off by seeing our fourth round draw in the FA Cup. We've got the Royals, Reading from the Medeski Stadium to come and take us on to another championship side in the FA Cup at home after our victory over Norwich in the last game in the last episode. So yep, taking on Reading. Kind of disappointed it's not at the Medeski Stadium actually, because obviously we've got Alex McCarthy in this season on a free transfer. He spent so many years with Reading. I would have liked it if we were at the Medeski Stadium. I would have played McCarthy for that game, returning back home to his old stomping ground and keeping goal for us in that FA Cup fourth round. Anyway, for the first game of today's episode, it's Liverpool, champions in Season 1. As you remember, after that dramatic title race last season with 4 teams going for the championship, Liverpool did indeed win it by a single goal. I think it was over Spurs. So, taking on Jurgen Klopp's side, we know one of the best teams in England, one of the best teams in the world, one of the best teams in the game, one of the deadliest attacks in the game as well. It didn't take long for Liverpool to prove that. They missed an early chance inside the first 3 minutes, and I was like, well, there's a warning sign right there. Clearly, I didn't pay attention. A few minutes later, Bobby Firmino turns in from close range, and the former Hoffenheim forward makes it 1-0. And as Sadio Mane beats Chris Metheny with a brilliant first touch, rolls it across, and who's there to turn it in? It's Mo Salah who makes it 2-0. Did you see the first touch there from Mane? The burst of pace to get away from Chris Metheny and cut it back to the Egyptian, absolutely brilliant as Salah puts Liverpool 2 goals up so early on. And I was like, okay, I don't think we're going to get much from this game, and it's probably going to be 3 straight losses in the Premier League. Had a golden chance to get back into it though, 22 minutes in. Seb Jakobsen's header puts it either side of Alisson and probably finds the back of the net. Instead, straight to Brazilian, who packed it onto the post, and Hernandez's effort goes over the bar, and that was how the game would finish. I'll be honest, I was relatively pleased that after a really poor start to the game, I kind of kept Liverpool at bay after that. Like, they tore us apart inside the opening 20 minutes getting those 2 goals, and I was thinking, this could be any scoreline you want. This could be a cricket score right here, man. But instead, we managed to weather the storm, and in the second half, Liverpool had nothing. So I was relatively pleased with the way I sort of bounced back in that game. And I'm saying I'm relatively pleased after getting beat 2-0, but you got to look at the situation, man. They looked unstoppable inside the opening 20 minutes. In the end, we did stop them and kept the scoreline respectable, if you will. That's the old saying, isn't it? Keep the scoreline respectable, lads. That's what we did. Doesn't change the fact that it's 3 straight losses in the Premier League. And so for our following game, West London derby, Fulham away. Oh, controversy! Controversy! 18 minutes in, the boos ringing around Craven Cottage. I had no idea what happened here. And look at Gutierrez going to the fans and telling them to shut up in the home end. I had no idea what happened here. I just saw the through ball go straight to Rodak. Gutierrez slid in, and Rodak just lost the ball. He just dropped the ball. Gutierrez alive, pounces on it like a fox and turns it in to the unguarded net. But should it have been a foul? In my opinion, yes. Fulham players surrounding the referee, demanding him to go to VAR. He didn't. The goal stood. Roberto, the cheat. It seemed for sure like that should have been a foul there. Rodak seemed to clearly have it before Gutierrez plucked it out of his hands. It kind of reminded me of Thierry Henry on, was it Brad Friedel all those years ago? It might not have been Brad Friedel, I think it was. But Thierry Henry trying to poke the ball out of the goalkeeper's hands from a drop kick. But even so, Gutierrez makes it 1-0. Toney missed a chance to make it 2. But Roberto, the villain in this game, once again celebrating right in front of the home fans as we go 2-0 up. And you can hear the fans cheat, 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 cheat as we go 2-0 up, courtesy of Roberto. In the end, they missed a chance to make it 43 minutes in. This guy gets so many chances, but I'm still yet to get his first goal for the club as we were still leading by 2. And right before the half-time whistle, as we were playing some really controlled football in the first half, Brian Mbeumo slides through Gutierrez, beats Tim Riemann. Oh, just stop it. Roberto, the goal machine, the boos ringing around Craven Cottage. He might be loved at Brentford, but not in this part of West London. Roberto, goal machine, Gutierrez with the hat-trick inside the first half. Goodness gracious me, absolutely brilliant. So leading by 3 goals to 0, 7 minutes after the restart, Fulham trying to get back in the game here and not give up. Raya makes a great save though from this near post effort as we still led by 3. And 15 minutes to go. Game not done, to be fair. Like, I had to keep defending and keep my composure in this game. I thought Fulham would just be like a beaten team, broken team, and just leave it. But they kept on attacking. Stansfield hits the post here as we're still leading by 3. It was almost like Fulham sort of woke up in the second half. In the first half, literally nothing. Then in the second half, after some great dribbling from Ivan Caballero here, Raya makes the save and keeps it at 3. And that was in the end how the game would finish. Buzzing with that. West London derby. Lost our last 3 games. Haven't had a clean sheet in several. And Roberto Gutierrez comes to Craven Cottage and bags his first hat-trick in professional football. And let's just say, controversial circumstances. Oh, that first goal should have been disallowed. It should have been disallowed. We'll take the little bit of luck. Gutierrez alive, ready and waiting to pounce, which he does on the Rodak fumble in a 3-0 victory. That is first of the hat-trick. But Roberto, the cheat, surely that should have been disallowed, right? It seemed like Rodak clearly had the ball in his hands before Gutierrez poked it loose. Yeah, I got to be honest here. A very lucky first goal, but no such luck needed for the second and the third. That third one in particular, blasting it from range. This man is on fire. In the 2 games against Fulham as well, he scored 5 goals. I'll tell you what, every West London derby against Fulham, Gutierrez, the first name on the team sheet, you know he's going to get the goals, no doubt about it. But we had a bit for Pinnock after that, which of course we rejected. I said before, I really like Ethan Pinnock here. I see this guy becoming a dressing room leader in this team at 29 years old, soon to turn 30. I want to keep him here. And also we saw that Fosu is currently negotiating with Hanover 96, so I think he's probably going to go on a free transfer come the end of the season. And for our following game, third of today's episode, Reading, the Royals, Cummins Community Stadium, FA Cup, 4th round here. And oh, this guy is unstoppable. Talking of 4 in minute 4, he gets his 4th goal in 2, makes it 1-0. Brentford in front early, and then 34 minutes in, turns provider as he rolls through Onyeka, wins the ball back, flicks it through to our Nigerian midfielder, who does the rest. Onyeka is such an underrated player in this team, man. Doesn't get forward that much, but when he does, he normally gets the composure to put the ball in the back of the net. Makes it 2-0, doubles our lead right before the break, and we're 2-0 up on the Royals. And 5 minutes after the restart, still leading by 2. Looking for a 3rd goal to wrap the game up and secure our progress to the FA Cup 3rd round. It's another brilliant through ball by Roberto Gutierrez, and Seb does the rest. Little step over, try and throw the goalkeeper off, drills into the bottom corner, and a Cristiano Ronaldo-esque celebration from Seb. I think that's his 5th goal of the season. Seb needs more game time, man. I think I need to loan him out in this January window, because whenever he does play, he does quite well. It's just hard to get him into the team. Anyway, 3-0 the final score. Beat Reading for back-to-back 3-0 victories. No doubt about it. Certainly deserved to win this one. But again, Gutierrez involved in all of our goals. He's been involved in every single one of our last 6, scoring 4 of them and setting up the other 2. Right now, this man is just on a different level. And I said when we picked him up from the free agents pool, this is why you check the free agents pool year after year. What a bargain Roberto Gutierrez is looking right now. Still following that, we have Chris Metham. The Gunners want to take him to the Emirates Stadium. £10 million bid under the valuation. I was like, lads, go away. Like, seriously, are you serious? Under the valuation deal for Chris Metham. Of course, wasn't going to accept that one, but however, there was a bid here for Pontus Jansson from Fenerbahce. 3.35 mil from the Turkish side. He is the club captain, but he's not playing anymore. He's been shadow banned to the reserves. 31 years old, 75 overall, only going to get worse. And I thought, you know what? He's barely played this season. He's not going to play much now at all. Even with Big Chris going down, he's still like our last choice centre-half. And whilst he is a decent defender, I gotta say, I'm looking to bring in some younger players now. Yes, I like him as a dressing room leader, but he wants to play first team football. He's only got a year and a half left on his deal. Pontus Jansson going to Fenerbahce, I'll take it. 3.5 mil is the deal we agreed. I think it was 3.5 or 3.6 mil. As we had another bid for Vitaly Janelt here, as well as Matthias Jensen, as you can see, is negotiating with St Etienne. Probably going to leave on a free transfer come the end of the season. But again, for Janelt, I can't understand this. This is the 3rd bid we've had for Vitaly, but no one's budging on 7.5 mil. Like, he's worth so much more than that. He's only 24 years old, 76 overall. He's probably got like 79, 80 potential, but no one's giving me more than 7.5 mil. But there we go, though. The captain is gone. We sold the captain, Pontus Jansson, off to Turkey in this January window. That rises our budget to 23.5 mil, as Jensen, as you can see, is going to go to France at the start of next season. And I gotta say, I don't regret that. I don't think I'll regret that. Pontus Jansson might be club captain, but let's be honest here, as he barely plays, Ivan Toney is wearing the armband in the vast majority of our games. I don't think I'll regret it. It gets his salary off the books, it reduces our average age, and Pontus Jansson barely playing as well. I think all season long, in all the games he's played, not a single clean sheet as part of our back three. I'm okay with that. Farewell skipper, he's off to Turkey, but I think we'll be okay. We've got some great young talent coming through in Sean Pratt and Fagan Walcott coming in from Spurs in the summer. I think we'll be alright. Farewell Janssen, and that means now Ivan Toney becomes official club captain with Brentford. Still, for our final game of today's episode, another West London derby. This one against Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel's side. And this was so frustrating. 43 minutes in, the Blues had a disallowed goal, but they take the lead through Captain America. David Raya, who's been an amazing goalkeeper for us ever since the start of the save. I really think he should have stopped it. Yes, it was hit with a lot of power, but it was practically straight at him. I'm not going to blame him for this goal though. Talking about shot power, Romelu Lukaku, bro, you were like 2 yards from goal. Don't take the goal net off the frame, mate. Seriously, blasted in as the Premier League top scorer makes it 2-0. And then this was brilliant, to be fair, from Lukaku. You know when a striker's feeling himself, he's got all the confidence in the world and he can just do anything. Yeah, that was pretty special from Romelu Lukaku. Plucks the ball out of the sky with the first touch and then the volley to match as well. A brace for Romelu. He scores against me every game. I just can't stop him. Final score, Brentford 0, Chelsea 3. So after back-to-back victories, brought back down to earth by Thomas Tuchel's side. I can't believe we beat them last season at the Community Stadium. Every single other game, we've been beaten by 3 clear goals. We're just not at that level just yet. Still 14 games to go. We're still in the top 10, 9th place, 33 goals scored in 24. Be much better on that end and still clear of the bottom 3. But that was this episode of Career Mode, guys. Big thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, if you please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode featuring Transfer Deadline Day very soon.